I had to take it apart. It's just so annoying.
That actually does sound kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Alright,
Especially
who
the
wants to
case I've
do
got
the
on.
intro today?
I'm new. Don't.
Alright, well, I guess I'll do it. Hello, welcome back to Bedroom Boys Podcast. I'm joined by my co-host, Sam. And our new British guy, Wolf.
Hello.
There we go. Yeah, how's everyone's day going today?
Alright, cheers.
That's good. Alright. You guys playing any fun games?
Some Star
Oh.
Online too, boys.
Oh god.
I'm gonna load up Wastelanders free on the Xbox because trying to finish that. Be warned though, if you do start it, it does seem to have quite a few bugs with the shopkeepers.
Sounds like every game. There's always a bug with something in all these games.
Yeah, when a game's been in development for that long, you'd think they'd manage to fix it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Is anybody else super tired, or is it just me?
I think it's just you.
I was yesterday.
Bro, I want to like roll over and sleep for like the rest of the year.
God, sounds like me after I've done an all-nighter.
That's like everybody after an all-nighter. They just want to roll over and die. Until they decide to live again. What's your guys' favorite game that's in development right now?
Development? How would I know if it's my favorite game if it's still in development?
Because it looks good.
Currently
Hollow
I'm
Knight
split.
Silksong hype.
Nice.
Yeah, currently I'm split between Cold War, the new COD game that's coming out, and
I can't.
Infinite. But
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
Cold War, bro. We haven't had like a Cold War-ish COD game since Black Ops, the original.
yeah.
And it looks nice. Can't wait.
The event though in Modern Warfare that they did, really good, wasn't it?
At the end where there was, what did they call that guy in the original? Al-Assad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I
remember finishing the campaign and that, and just be like, I was wondering when he was going to show up.
Yeah. But little did we know, it really wasn't Al-Assad. It was all, Zakhaev pulling with the puppet strings, boys.
Well, it's his son this time around, isn't it? And Zakhaev is kind of the supplier of it all.
Yeah, I think Zakhaev is like one of the head guys, but
he's not the main one.
He's
this
not
time
the
around.
main one. Yeah.
I think it's probably gonna, if they ever do continue it, which I hope they do, it might end up being a lot like the Modern Warfare one, where we end up killing his son, and then Zakhaev just takes over.
Yeah.
I don't play a lot of CODs, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Great.
Bro, and we need to hook you up with Modern Warfare, bro.
Yeah. Even if it's just the original trilogy of it,
Oh
because
my
God, those were epic.
Good. I got Modern Warfare 2 remastered, and what pissed me off the most is how not only did they have the campaign, love the campaign, I love how they added to the cutscenes and stuff, but there's no Spec Ops.
Yeah, if they weren't going to put in multiplayer, they could at least put that
Yeah,
for
if they
couch
weren't gonna
co-op,
put
couldn't they?
multiplayer, at least put in Spec Ops, bro. It's Spec Ops doesn't require multiplayer. I mean, it kind of does in like some missions. I think like 2.
But yeah,
But
even then you could just have them replaced with a
AI.
area from the campaign, couldn't you?
Yeah.
It's like hold this
If you
location.
think it's all what do you call it? It's all like campaigny missions anyway. So a lot of the areas are copy and pasted from the campaign.
Yeah. I don't think there's any that actually did a unique thing.
I think
Like,
Bridge, the one.
Yeah, the Bridge one,
where
actually, yeah.
Yeah. I was playing through that like a couple weeks ago with my brother, and we kept yelling at each other because he's a little bit trash at the game, but I'm
Trash
not,
at the game.
he's a little bit trash. He's not good in the way that I would say, oh yeah, he's a great player. But he's not bad to the way I would say he's a noob. He's decent.
Mediocre.
Yeah, he's just like a mediocre player. But he doesn't play COD all the time, cuz he never really fell in love with COD like I did. I don't know. What game made you fall in love with it, Wolf?
Well, with Call of Duty itself, I think it was 4, because my brother got an Xbox, like, round time actually round second year it was out.
Who pinged me? I was on a bike ride.
That's it.
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
But, yeah. It had to be Modern Warfare, the original, because... Actually, no, it wasn't. I had an Xbox original, and I think it was Finest Hour. Because I keep going back and playing that, but recently my old Xbox died, so can't really go back and play it now. Which is a shame.
Yeah. I think I fell in love with COD at Call of Duty 2. And
Call of Duty 2?
yeah, Call of Duty 2. That was the first.
Wasn't that the
COD
one where you
game
could find Oh, sorry.
It was the first COD game I got, and after I played like the first mission where you're playing as the Russians, from there I fell in love with it. And I actually recently I got it for my computer.
Yeah, next
And I
time when you
just-
please play that game, when you stream that game again, can it please not be a slideshow simulator?
Yeah, but Call of Duty 2, I fell in love with that. And then when I played it on PC, apparently you can lean. Like if you press E and Q, you can lean like in Modern Warfare.
Oh.
That's a new feature for the new Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah, it's not new though. They had it in Call of Duty 2.
They did.
They did.
Mhm.
So therefore,
It's surprising what you find.
it's not a new feature.
Returning one.
It's a returning feature from a old as hell Call of Duty game.
Don't you love your returning features from an old as hell Call of Duty game?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You guys
Well-
played original Battlefronts?
I've played some of. I own 2. I haven't played too much, but it is freaking amazing.
Yeah, I finished
Which one?
I finished 2's campaign. It was great. Just
I
playing
think
as
the
fast as first.
remake of the reboot Battlefront 1 was fine. Reboot Battlefront 2,
Yeah.
not so much.
I've got mixed feelings about it.
Yeah.
I do
Like,
have mixed feelings about it.
As an actual game, like its mechanics are good and stuff. It's just the microtransactions completely
Surprise
kill it.
mechanics.
Yeah. What are you talking?
EA just slaughtered it. It's really
What are you
depressing.
talking about? They're not. they're not microtransactions, they're added features.
Yes, added features. All those cards are added features.
Yeah, they're additional features.
In all fairness, they did turn it around and make it so it wasn't a required thing.
Yeah.
At
But
launch, it totally was, though.
Oh,
Yeah, I played at launch, it was hell.
Yeah,
Same.
I played.
Well, I didn't play at launch. I played like 3 months after launch, and it was still as bad.
I got it at launch, and what I hated the most was there's no galactic fucking conquest. If there was a galactic conquest, it would have won my heart. I wouldn't care about the microtransactions. If there was a galactic conquest, I would be playing that game.
I don't know
every
what
day.
I don't think I know what that is because
Oh,
I'm
no.
dumb.
You played the original Battlefront 2, right?
A little bit, not much though.
So, Galactic Conquest is basically the main game in the original.
Oh,
Battlefront
yeah,
2.
yeah.
Yeah.
The other issue I had with Battlefront 2 was just with the campaign. I hate how you turn rebel after like 5 missions.
Yeah. If you stuck,
I think you should have stayed Imperial throughout the whole game.
Or
That's
at least
just
through
me
the
though.
majority of
Apparently
it.
Disney doesn't agree with me, but you know.
Who really cares about Disney in the first place?
Well, Disney's the one that did all the dumb shit with the actual
Yeah.
movies.
I mean,
It is cool how you do go over to the rebel side.
Wait, didn't
Well, I'd
too
prefer
early.
if there were 2 separate campaigns, one where you play as a rebel and one where you play as a Imperial. I don't
Yeah,
like how you
yeah.
switch sides halfway through.
yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with that though.
Wait, didn't the creator of Star Wars buy back Star Wars from Disney just to end it?
No, he didn't.
No, Lucas didn't.
No, they aren't done with Star Wars. That's funny. If you
Oh
think they're
no,
gonna
bro!
let
I would
it-
milk
after
Star
this-
Wars for everything if I.
Yeah, that's what they're
Right.
doing. That's exactly they're milking it.
Bro, I would if they came out with an Empire War remastered or like another
Or
Empire
the new
War
Battle
game,
Starship game,
which they
looks
haven't
decent.
they haven't denied nor confirmed.
No.
I
Well,
think
then that
that'd
means
be
it's not
great.
happening yet. That's how it works.
I think another
wish it
Empire War would be great.
I'd wish to continue doing the Republic Commandos game because that
Oh
that
my
could have been
God.
so cool.
Republic Commando has such a special place in my heart.
It was
Wasn't
gonna be
that
Imperial Commandos.
game a bit hard?
No. It's like if you start playing Republic Commando for the first time, I can see how it is hard, but it's not that hard once you get used to it. Like
When
once
I
you
was
get
younger-
past Geonosis, it's fine.
Oh no. When I was younger, I only had Knights of the Old Republic 2. But
I also still
It-
haven't played Force Unleashed yet. That's an issue I gotta fix.
ooh,
Oh, I haven't either.
yeah. Knights of the Old Republic 2 had a playable demo of Republic Commandos, and I milked the living hell out of it. It was a section when you went into the droid factory, was it,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that Druid Factory mission.
or the prototype Death Stars?
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
the prototype Death Stars. But yeah, it was difficult. But the more I played it, like the more
Yeah, the
Like,
more you
I
play
don't
the
know,
That's
game,
an issue with games now in general. They're so much easier than they used to
oh,
be.
no.
Unless the
I-
point of the game is specifically to be incredibly difficult, most of the time games are easy now, which is sad because I like cards. I like challenges.
I've played through most of the campaign for the new Modern Warfare game, and I've breezed through it on the hardest difficulty. But the last
yeah,
mission
like
on
it's not a challenge anymore. It's like
yeah, It really is.
Which one? The
Just a
2019?
yeah, 2019.
Have you tried it on like one of the harder difficulties, like veteran or something? Or
Isn't realism like the hardest you can get?
yeah,
yeah, it's literally just one shot you're dead.
Bro, I like, I kind of like, what do you call it?
I think they have
Games that
realism in
add
like
stuff
the
like
older Black Ops games.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, like Black Ops 1.
If they remastered
Oh.
that, bro, I would
Oh, yeah.
forgive Activision and all those guys. For,
Activision's made a lot of mistakes.
but I would forgive them if they
They're
for
very close to
everything
being
if
EA
they made
levels,
a Black
like,
Ops
in that book.
remastered. I would forgive them for everything for Black Ops Remastered, man. That would be
Oh,
a
God.
good game.
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet, though, because I know a lot of people would buy it.
Bro, they would make so much money over time. And you know, my only gripe for Black Ops is that it's still $40 fucking on Steam.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Look-
It's stupid.
They have
40
fucking
$40
the
for Black Ops?
oldest
Damn.
game, and it's still $40 fucking dollars. Lower your fucking price,
Yeah, it's
It's
stupid.
so
how
Maybe like
expensive it is.
$20.
bro. If it was, I would pay $20 for it. I mean, that's what I paid for Call of Duty 2.
They're just not very smart in there, though,
Yeah,
especially
they're-
with prices.
Yeah, and then it's like
how much is Infinite Warfare right now?
Infinite Warfare. Probably
I
60.
saw a bundle. I bought a bundle not too long ago. I think it was last week. It was like 30 quid for that, all its DLCs and Modern Warfare Remastered.
If you get, I think if you get like every single COD, there's a bundle. So if you get every single COD game and all the DLCs, it's like 1K.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, you're fucking
Yeah,
kidding
that's like
me.
I
could
think it's like
get
a 300,
so
400.
different
It's an
games.
expensive bundle. I saw it the other day. It's like $1,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it very close with armor as well? Like armor free.
Oh, Armor's
Like-
good.
Oh god damn
DLC
it! They
practices in
changed-
some games now are just like, oh my god.
God damn it! They changed the book again. They changed book 14 again. God.
Yeah.
But-
I don't know. What would you guys like to see in a COD game?
Well, I don't want to see advanced movement come back because
Oh,
that
no.
just annoyed the hell out of me.
Not like the
Any game who
the
says
wall running and
advanced-
shit.
No wall running. I did not like that. And any game
Well, here's the
with
thing.
wall running.
There
that isn't
there are shooter
Titanfall
games that
2
pull off
doesn't
wall
make
running and
sense.
stuff like that good. Titanfall. And there are games that pull it
Yeah,
off not
agreed.
good, like any Call of Duty game with them.
Infinite Warfare was fun.
It was fun.
It was
but
fun, but it wasn't good.
I wouldn't call it good. Yeah.
Fun and good are two very, very different things.
No,
The
it
campaign, in
sucks.
my
Watch-
opinion,
sucks.
for
Here's the
Infinite
thing, you can
Warfare
watch a
was-
terrible, terrible movie, and it'll be a fun time. Was the movie good?
No.
No, it wasn't good. It was terrible, but
I hated it.
It's still
Zombies,
fun.
though.
I
Zombies was
liked
bad.
every single COD game Zombies only because I like shooting things.
dude, can I just say the best part of almost every shooter is PvE. I love PvE in
Oh,
shooter
agreed.
games. I freaking love PvE shooters. I think that's the reason I got so absorbed into Payday. It's like
Yeah, so-
PvE. It has only
If
PvE.
you can pull off
so-
PvE shooting in a PvP game, you're sorted.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that was the best.
And-
Like I didn't like Fortnite. Well, I did for a little bit, but I
What the
don't like
fuck?
it now.
Well, nobody
Save
can
the
say
World
that they
was
didn't
actually
like
really good.
Fortnite. Nobody can say
Like-
they didn't like Fortnite, and
I know. I don't like it
everybody
now.
because every single person fucking played it back when it
Yeah.
was popping and it was good.
Yeah.
And they fucking changed everything and it's trash.
Yeah. Like Save the World is fun, but they canceled that. So you know.
Well, the fully cancelled it.
Yeah, they canceled it. It's not. They stopped development, which is depressing since that was the best part of the game.
Don't
Yeah,
still
they
have
did.
the
Mobile
message.
kept crashing.
Don't they still have the message on it saying that it's going to be free in 2019?
No,
Oh,
they were,
yeah,
it,
I
was- it was
remember
supposed to be
that.
free in 2018, I think.
I remember
Yeah, it was.
that it was supposed to be free in 2019, and then they like never did it.
Yeah. I still held out for that because I was like, oh, that could be fun.
Yeah, bro, that's
I
the
paid
only
money for it
that's
when it
the
was on
only
sale.
reason I stuck with Fortnite for that long is so I could play Save the World when it came free.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like
Same.
I don't want to throw a cent at Epic Games just to play like a survival mode or some shit like that when I can play like Battle Royale for fucking free. What's the point of that?
The only
Well,
thing I
Battle
ever...
Royale, I don't like Battle Royale now, so.
I like the way that COD did Battle Royale though. Warzone.
Warzone, you mean?
Yeah, Warzone. Well, it's still
Yeah,
Battle
'cause
Royale, retard.
Yeah, it's still Battle Royale. but like the difference with it is,
My phone's coming out
how do
after
I?
Wacky.
The
advanced
goal
movement is
isn't the
actually
goal in
good.
Warzone to have the most money, not to be the last one standing.
No, that's
You mean plunder?
That's plunder.
I
Yeah.
personally haven't played Warzone, because, God, that file size is.
Oh, it's stupid for Xbox.
Oh my God, I can't. I
You
literally, it's
literally
impossible.
can't do it without an external hard
It's
drive.
physically impossible for me to get that game downloaded. So
No, on Xbox they screw Xbox players so hard because you need to like 50 gigabyte updates per season.
Yeah, man.
it is
mid-season.
insane. There's no reason to have that much space.
Mm-hmm.
A game update should be at most 15 gigabytes, like at most, unless they like change the entire freaking game. It should be at most 15 gigabytes.
Yeah, unless
And
they're
they're, like-
pulling a Battlefront 2, then it shouldn't really be.
Unless
Like-
they're trying to change the game
And
to
then their
40K
game,
again.
like the reason that it's so much is because the game is unoptimized. That's why they push it out in
Yeah.
the most rough way that they possibly can, in order to make it come out faster. So they don't
It's-
optimize it at all. If you look at games like Doom Eternal, which is extremely optimized, it's only 40 gigabytes, which is less than the first 2016 Doom, and it has more content. It's just so optimized that it takes up barely any space.
They really, I think it's something to do with PlayStation deal with them as well, because like especially with how much their updates are. I do have my cousins have it on PlayStation. It's like something like 5 gigabytes updates.
No,
It's
it's
so
not.
dumb.
I don't know where you got that from, but also it is a fact that the Xbox One is harder to develop for than the PS4. That's just a fact.
How? So.
Like the kit is a lot harder to use. Than,
No, I won't deny
so all file. But there's also some stupid stuff where, like, for instance, I downloaded Fall Guys on my PlayStation a little while ago, and it was 12 gigabytes. You know, I downloaded it on my computer and it was 1. I don't understand why this was the case, but it was. It's 1 gigabyte on PC, and it's 12 on PS4.
Might have to do something with how they've made the game, because it could be something
Yeah.
to do with their equipment, couldn't it?
I don't know. I like the only reason I do PlayStation over Xbox is because of exclusives. Now that Microsoft's porting everything over to PC, and I don't need an Xbox ever. I can just get Halo
Wait.
Infinite on my computer and play it on here.
Yeah. The only reason I think I'd get Halo Infinite, a new Xbox,
Wait,
is if
does that mean
Halo
I can,
Infinite's decent.
I can finally install
I am,
all
and
on
also
my
like
computer?
PlayStation's also started porting some stuff, but as long as Persona is a strictly PlayStation series, other than Persona 4 Golden, I am never going to get off of PlayStation. I like
is-
Persona too much.
So
It's an
that,
issue
does that mean
too.
they're gonna move Fallout? They're gonna finally port Fallout 4 to PC?
Fallout 4
is
no
on
PC, you
PC.
idiot. It's been on PC since like launch.
They have I think they have every single Fallout game on
Then
PC.
why can't I install it through Microsoft? I own it on my Xbox.
Because I think they want you to buy it on Steam.
Wait.
I'll-
Are you telling me that you think that wait, if you buy a game on Xbox, you can get it on Steam for free? What the hell?
No.
No, it's
Wait,
on
what?
Microsoft Store.
Oh,
It's
Microsoft
al-
Store, yeah.
Wait,
Also,
so
if you
I
get-
can get fucking Halo
Microsoft
Wars
Store,
2
okay.
for fucking free because I own it?
I mean, theoretically.
Mhm.
Disc or download? Because if it requires a download, I only have a couple games that I bought for download.
Well, I always go for physical games because I like box art, and I have like a tiny little shelf in my bedroom where I have all my game cases.
Mm.
So, yeah, it's nice.
I might
Yeah,
get
I-
Destiny 2 for PC.
I mean,
A few
it's
years
free.
ago,
The only
few
bad
years
thing,
ago I would've.
the only thing I hate about Destiny 2 is in
That's
order
already
to
free.
actually play the fucking game, you need to buy the $40 DLCs.
Yeah, that's my big problem with Destiny in general is the DLC is mandatory.
Pain is mandatory.
Yeah, and Destiny 2 went free to play, which is even worse. So
Hello,
Pay to
here's our
win
game
much?
that is free to play, but we require you to buy all these DLCs in order to play it.
Buy our stuff. That's all they say. That's all they're saying, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and the only reason I would really ever install Destiny 2 now is just to play with all the guys who do fucking have it.
I do appreciate that they've made it free. Because they're probably
Yeah,
planning to
because
make more DLCs
I have
for it.
spent on the Destiny series. I've spent a total of $2. I bought Destiny 1 at physical, by the way, for $2 at GameStop one time. That was
Ooh.
interesting.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I bought it at GameStop. Like, you can get if there's a game that's on 360, you can get it for dirt cheap. It's like...
Yeah, I bought Destiny at a shop called Sex. I don't know if you have it there in America, but
Nope.
it's basically
Never
like a
heard of that.
second-hand shop. It's CEX. It's what most of my mates call it to not get in trouble with their parents.
Sex.
Because for some
That's
reason, a lot
funny.
of my friends think they're gonna get in trouble with their parents if they say like things like sex and stuff.
Oh, no.
Oh
I
yeah,
would
my
never
parent.
get-
Oh yeah.
I'd
They
never
get mad
in
at us
trouble.
here.
I would never get in trouble for saying something like sex in front of my old man. He could really care less.
Well, I guess, yeah.
My old man's pretty chill about everything. He doesn't mind. Like, if we have a conversation, it's like a deep conversation that we have for like a half hour.
Well, it's good that you're having those conversations with your dad.
Yeah. Problem with that, I have two moms, so you know. Can't
Oh,
really
yeah,
do that,
they'll
yeah.
beat your ass for like everything.
Fair point there, dude. I can't lock my freaking door. It's not a fun time.
Oh.
Ooh, you're not allowed to lock your door, really?
What?
That's a bit far. Everyone needs privacy.
Yeah, that it is a bit far. It's.
I lock my door only because my brother and sister, they don't knock on my
Yeah,
door.
and people don't knock. Yeah, no one
They don't
knocks,
fucking
and then they
knock.
expect me to keep my door open. It's like,
Like, I could be...
huh? Are you
Like,
sane?
I've
Are
made
you
the
okay?
point to my brother. I've told him, stop fucking opening my door and walking in whenever you want. You could catch me doing something you never would ever want to see.
Like jerking off.
Yeah,
or
you
something.
might see me like beating off, bro, and you'll like be...
Well,
You'll
what?
say that you're
Traumatized.
fucking
Why?
traumatized or some shit.
Yeah. It is crazy what people get away with nowadays. It's like, I guarantee they would say it's your fault as well.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go.
Alright, see, Carter.
Oh, that
Luckily,
was
though,
me.
I've never been caught
Oh,
doing anything.
I don't know.
before.
Christian Carter have like the same voice to me.
The good thing is no one ever comes in my room most of the time unless they want me to actively do something. Because my brothers play stuff downstairs for some reason. I don't know why they play like on their computers downstairs. I don't get it.
Do you guys all have laptops or like actual?
Yeah, we do all have
Yeah.
laptops because I mean there's three of us. It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a PC eventually. I'm working on it, but gaming laptop, it's working out well. I mean, I can run pretty much anything I want at this
Bro,
point.
just start
so-
buying pieces and call.
Yeah, that's what I
Justin
think I'm
and
gonna
say,
do is start buying pieces.
Just,
Or
like-
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a PC and use some of the pieces I have in my laptop to make it.
That's probably
'cause
not.
I have
the
some
best
decent
idea.
shit in here, so
That's probably not the best idea, but
it's not the best idea, but it'll save me a bit of money, which is kind of what I needed since. So I bought the laptop. It was I got it on sale for $800, which isn't bad. It's pretty decent pricing, but my point
Yeah.
is that even at that, it was like, are you sure you want this? Are you sure we have to spend this money on it? No, I don't know if I've told the horror story of my old laptop before.
No, I don't think you have.
It was not a fun time. First of all, it wasn't made for video games at all. At all. It was like a business laptop meant for
Oh,
basically
God.
just doing documents and stuff. And I tried to play games on it, and then this thing happened where it would blink black every like 3 seconds. It wasn't a fun time.
Bro, that sounds like a great laptop, man. I had
Yeah, definitely.
I had a business laptop too, but the only games I could run were like Empire at War and City Skylines.
City Skylines, if you get far enough, that game makes your computer kill itself, man.
Not really actually. I had like a big fucking city, like all the tiles like filled up, and I didn't drop any frames or performance. It was actually pretty good.
All depends.
Now,
all just
Empire
really depends,
War, depending on what mod you're on, like the Clone Wars mod, your FPS would drop to -2.
I found a Clone Wars mod for Risk of Rain 2. That was interesting.
Bruh. Is it like...
No, one of the characters, just a character skin, turn him into Captain Rex.
Oh, bro, I might have to...
Makes sense, though. He wields Kimbo pistols, you know, makes sense.
Star Wars will always have a special place in everybody's heart until Disney came along and they fucked everything.
Well, Force Awakens was good
Force
enough.
Awakens was good. It was great actually.
Last Jedi was absolutely fine.
I would
Rise of
argue,
Skywalker literally made me want to shoot someone in the face.
I would argue that Force Awakens is one of the best movies ever for Star Wars because it had so much potential.
Yeah,
and then,
it had.
And
then Last Jedi
director...
was. I think that movie was mediocre. I don't think it was like a freaking horrible piece of trash. That's what I think that Rise of Skywalker was.
Oh,
for
I think
a billion reasons.
All the other ones were kind of bad after The Force Awakens. Force Awakens had so much potential, and then whatever director directed the other ones kind of just fucked
Last
the
Jedi
entire
I think was
series.
just an okay movie. Like I wasn't appalled by it like some people were, but like Rise of Skywalker, that movie sucked, man. That movie just really
sucked. What was the newest one?
Rise of Skywalker.
The only good part about that one was Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
Even that
Changed
was
my mind.
convoluted and stupid. Like
Emperor Palpatine was the best part. Changed my mind.
yeah, it was the best part, but it still wasn't a good part.
Yeah, it's stupid how he came back because
Like
even
here's the thing,
if he survived
they
the
had him
fall,
come back
Well,
just
no,
for like
if you
fan service.
read all the books and the lore and shit, you would know that he cloned himself a lot.
Well, yeah. Also, when's that movie about the zombie plague in the Star Wars universe coming out? You know, Disney. When are we gonna get that?
I don't
Oh,
think
no,
that
I
was.
want that film
I don't
so much.
remember if that was official thing or something.
I don't know if it was canon or not, but I know it exists.
Yeah.
even if it's not canon, it'd still be amazing to see.
It'd still be a really neat movie.
I think there's some mod on Empire at War for
No, what I want is
and
more
it
Gravity Falls. That's really all I need in my life.
Oh, what?
Gravity
Gravity-
Falls. It's a TV
Have you
show
ever
on
seen
Disney.
Gravity Falls, Spencer?
Yeah, my brother used to watch it, and I was appalled
Watch
by
it. It's only 40 episodes. It's on Disney Plus. Watch it.
No,
It's the
bro.
best animated
I've
show ever
tried
made. It's
only
watching
40
it, and it
episodes, right?
confused
Yeah,
me.
there's only 2 seasons.
It confused me.
Oh,
the
It's
damn.
hell
really,
out.
really short. Yeah, it's incredibly short, which is
Yeah, I
sad
thought there was
because
more.
what it was gonna it was supposed to be 3 seasons in a movie. That was the movie's still possible. It might still happen. God, I hope it happens one day. But anything Gravity Falls related, I will just immediately buy into because of how
Yeah, if
amazing
it
that
happens,
show was.
I hope it's set after.
Yeah,
I
you
do
like give
hope
it
it's
like
after.
10 years or something. Dipper isn't a little annoying. Mabel actually has grown as a person. Like that was the only issue with the show, by the way, that Mabel didn't grow as a person throughout the entire show.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I've watched
Yeah,
part of
some
it.
time it was.
I've watched part of the show, and then once it started, like after a couple episodes, to get like weird, and they'd find all the shit.
You have to watch it in order. You really
Confused
have
me.
to. You can't
The
just
whole point of it,
skip
though. The whole point of it was to be fucking crazy.
Yeah, and
it's
it
pretty
was.
simple.
It was. Bill Cipher is still like one of the best freaking villains in anything. I love him.
I,
So
yeah.
good.
the entire show just confused me, and I
Well,
didn't
here's the
understand
you gotta
a
watch
single
it.
thing.
You gotta watch it in order, and you gotta accept that it's absolutely insane. Like, it still makes sense, and also it's one of those shows that purposely has like fan theories and stuff. Like they purposely went out of their way to make like. In a lot of ways, it's comparable to Steven Universe, despite the fact the plots are completely different, and Steven Universe is a lot
Did we
more
ever find out
serious.
what the ciphers
but-
actually meant? You know, ciphers at like the
The
end.
cipher, yeah, it's puzzles and stuff.
Did
By the
anyone
way,
ever
if
find out
you know what
that
the
actually meant?
cipher hunt was, that thing was insane. By the way, if anyone you know what that is,
I wonder
Yeah.
if anyone actually figured out what that meant.
Oh, the wheel, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. It was well, it was gonna kill Bill in the finale episode. Did you?
Yeah,
Then,
I ended up watching it all.
And then they screwed it up because Stan was pissed off at other Stan. It was weird, but then they just you know they did a big brain. And also there's the fan theory, which is probably true, that Bill's still alive, but you know, there's
Oh yeah,
that.
definitely in Stan's mind.
He's totally alive. There's no way he's not dead. Because, like, the whole backwards axolotl thing, and there being an
Yeah.
axolotl in that one book, and, yeah.
But if there's gonna be a movie,
He's
If
gonna
there's
come
gonna be a
back.
movie.
He's gonna come back.
Exactly.
Yeah. That'd be the plot of the movie, is that he comes back from Stan's mind, definitely. That definitely
Stan
be the
will
plot of the
remember.
movie.
or Stan will be out and remember, go back to Gravity Falls, find that Dipper and Mabel have went back to visit Seuss and Nolan.
Yeah. Well, because
Yeah, like-
here's the thing. The problem with it, the only reason Bill couldn't take over the world was because Gravity Falls had him stuck in the weirdness barrier or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So now that he's out, that ain't good. That's bad. If he is in Stan's mind, which is, yeah, he is probably, and he's out now.
Yeah, there's
I
no
don't
way in
like
hell.
Gravity Falls.
He's not that stupid. He's not that dumb. Like,
Oh, definitely not.
Bill is, he's not dumb. He wouldn't have had a backup plan in case they did what they did, because what they did was pretty obvious. I mean, they're twins and stuff. Although I don't notice how he didn't notice that he had, when he shook his hand, that he didn't have 6 fingers. I don't know how he didn't notice that, but
He probably realized. Like,
and that's what I
probably
think. I
playing
feel
along
like
with it.
he knew,
Wasn't,
and that
like,
he
the
was caught. He did it on purpose as a backup plan to get out, because he knew
Yeah,
that Stanford wouldn't as easily let him into his mind. So
Yeah.
he was using that as a secondary, like, measure in order to get out of.
Which, it could be stupid, could be very smart, but unless something happens, we're never gonna know, are we? And god damn, everyone wants something to happen. Everybody needs something to happen.
Yeah. Wasn't, like, the last part of the show, like, the world around
Yeah,
him was, like,
Weirdmageddon.
crumbling? Yeah.
Well, no. The thing was, he wanted to take over the entire universe, but then the issue was the town was so weird that it, like, had a force field around it that didn't let any weird shit get out.
Mm.
So he had to stay in there.
Weird.
I mean, I would just abandon the
Great
weird
part,
place.
sure.
You know, did you hear the other, like, working titles for it? Oddpocalypse and stuff. That was one of the working titles for Weirdmageddon. Was Oddpocalypse. Hold on a sec.
I don't know. I never really could get into the show. It was a little odd for me.
Me too.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't. The only real thing I watched as a child was Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and I've watched the entire show almost 10 times.
Nothing wrong with that.
And
Have
I
you
was-
guys
honestly
seen
not.
Futurama?
I'm the only gripe I have with Clone Wars is that the last season kind of sucked ass.
Oh, I didn't watch Clone Wars yet. I got to do
The
that,
last
man.
like on the last couple of episodes, I cried a lot. There's a lot of tears involved with the last couple of episodes. Because you kind of get once you watch the entire Clone Wars series a couple times, you get attached to certain characters.
And then they do.
Not
they
even getting
kill him.
attacked.
Isn't
not even a couple
Ahsoka getting a
times.
live action movie or something?
I don't.
I
know.
think she's coming to the Mandalorian. I do.
Yeah,
I think I've heard
yeah.
that
She's
coming to the
she's gonna be
Wait,
Mandalorian.
how does that make sense?
Because I don't know.
No,
well,
because didn't she die
Baby
in
Yoda
Rebels?
isn't normal Yoda.
No?
It's like a second one. It's a different Yoda. The child isn't Yoda. It's just
Yeah.
another one of his species. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
A lot of
pretty
people get
sure
annoyed.
that Mandalorian takes place in between the trilogies, in between
I thought it happens like right after the fall of
sequels,
the Empire.
Not sequels.
No, it
Prequels
happens
and
after the fall of
originals.
the Empire in Episode 4.
Episode 7, you mean?
Sorry, episode. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
falls
some-
Empire in episode
but
6. It
Ahsoka
happens at the end of the
died, like,
Empire.
everybody thought that Ahsoka died in Rebels because that duel in the last, I think the last episode in season 2 of Rebels, she's
Where
fighting
she fights
against
Vader.
Darth Vader. She kind of just disappeared after that. Like,
Yeah, she was
there's
killed
no
then.
book,
She was killed.
There's no.
She
Yeah.
was killed.
How does that
Okay,
matter?
But the
How
thing
can
is-
they bring back a character
The
that's
thing
dead?
is, they never directly said when Mandalorian is taking place. We do not know, so this could be like. It
Oh,
could be
no.
taking
But the thing
place
is,
at a completely different time.
there was a whole arc where something happened and they broke time. I do remember that when I watched how little of Rebels I did.
I didn't watch
remember them
any of
breaking
Rebels because
time.
Rebels just looked really bad.
I watched.
It
I
wasn't
liked
good.
the first season when it came out, and then from there I was like, they're not doing the same thing as Clone Wars. The reason I think people got so addicted to Clone Wars is that Clone Wars was a risky show. Like,
Oh yeah, Clone Wars went
Lucas-
places that kid shows
yeah,
normally
George
don't.
Lucas took so many risks with that show. He he made kids understand kind of what happened in war. Cause in especially the Ryloth arc. The Ryloth arc is one of my favorite arcs today.
Like the thing with Clone Wars is people died in it.
Yeah, there's death all around you. You could see civilians being executed by the CIS, and I think that's why I was so in love with the Ryloth arc.
That's why.
It's because
that's
it
why I
kind of
like-
describes.
Kid shows that understand what stakes are always the best shows.
Yeah.
They're always the best.
It kind of.
But then they've got the fact, something a lot of people didn't like. I was semi okay with it. Was the fact that the droids had somewhat of a personality. I understand why people didn't really like that, but
Because the point is they're supposed to be robotic
Okay.
and not have personalities. That's the purpose. But I can understand why people didn't like it. But honestly, I don't care. I honestly do not care.
I loved all the stupid one-liners though. The droids had, don't drop it, and then the guy
He
turned
drops
around
it.
and dropped it. Yeah,
I just got promoted.
did. Yeah, that was the best thing ever. Oh god,
That was quite early on as well. If I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
the first season, as bad as it was, or objectively speaking, it was pretty terrible season. Because you can tell that they really didn't know what they wanted to do with this show, but
But
it's
Look
such
who they found the feed.
nostalgic. It's very nostalgic. And whenever I after season 6, I really can't watch I can't watch Clone Wars the same way as I've been doing for the past however long it's been out, 10 years or so.
it's such a good show, but I hate some aspect of it. So
Yeah,
it proper makes me.
but it was such a
Yeah.
risky show too.
Yeah, definitely.
On Ryloth, you wouldn't think that the second episode in that arc would be a children's show. They were holding people hostages, holding them at gunpoint. They're killing the population. There's serious war crimes and shit. And you really wouldn't think that would be in a kid's show, but I think that's really what structured the Clone Wars. Is it kind of showed kids or teenagers or whoever was into it at the time, this is kind of the art of war.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it helps ground the newer generations to see don't be surprised when this shit happens in real life, because this is just what happens.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because it was, they didn't drop any punches. They didn't act like it was a kid show.
Not at all. There was nothing about it that was kid friendly, but it still was catered towards us, and it was a great show. And it helped. I think it helped me realize a lot of things about it. It will always have that special place in our hearts as one of the most interesting shows of all time.
I think it holds that place in everyone's heart. because god damn was it good.
It was, and
God damn.
as much as people can hate on it, it was structured really different. And I could, yeah. I don't know. What was your favorite character from Clone Wars?
Oh, I think it had to be either Echo or Fives, but more Fives because he went through a lot.
Yeah, you could really see what happened with Fives, and when Fives died, I cried for an hour straight. There's no stopping me.
But then Echo as well.
Echo too, yeah. Same thing happened to me with Echo. I got so attached to those characters, it was so unexpected.
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't like Echo. To me, Echo died at that point.
Yeah, Echo.
There was no bringing him back after that.
Yeah, but I kind of did like the way that they did do it in season 7. Like it, or not season. Yeah, 7.
Yeah, season 7.
It's basically an add-on on 6, but season 7.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was just to finish.
I didn't love the Bad Batch. I like the nostalgia of it being called the Bad Batch. It kind of brought you back to like when Echo.
No, Squad 99 as well.
Yeah,
Squad 99 and the Bad Batch.
Bad Batch, nothing but a bad batch of clones, and 99
I think
being the maintenance.
I think it was actually Cody that named the squad. I do think it was Cody that named the squad as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, the name brought back a lot of nostalgia, but I would rather have an actual, like, arc of, like, Delta Squad or Omega Squad or, like, one of the commando squads that was, like, in the books and stuff. I would love to just have an arc of just those guys opposed to Clone Force 99.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Futurama?
No,
Oh yeah.
I have
Good.
not.
Great show. It's hard to beat Futurama, honestly.
I'll have to watch it sometime. I kind of just stopped watching shows at this point. I'm so bored that I'm just kind of just playing games. I can't get into any good shows right now. Have you guys ever watched... Are you guys, like, into, like, older shows?
Not shows, but games. For me, definitely games.
Bro, I love old movies and shows. Have you guys ever watched MASH? From, like, 1980s or 70s or something? Bro, one of my...
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, one of my principals at high school looks exactly like one of the characters in, like, the last couple of seasons. Yeah.
Something I only found out quite recently is the fact that there's a different version of The Office in America over the UK.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's completely different. I haven't watched either, but I know. Yeah, they're
I've watched like the
completely
first
different
2
shows
seasons
with
of
completely different
American.
senses of humor and everything.
Well, what I've learned is that you British people kind of have a way drier sense of humor, or at least in my. I don't know. I don't really get British sense of humor because I hang out with like a couple British people. I met a couple here and there, and that's about it. But otherwise, I don't really understand the humor. But American sense of humor, it's kind of fucked.
Everyone's humor is different, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be different.
I was watching.
Yeah.
I was watching a couple of YouTubers. Have you guys ever heard of the Goons?
The Goons. Can't
They're
say I have.
It's like McNasty, Soup, the Do, like all those guys.
Oh, I know McNasty, yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching one of their videos, and they started talking about how Friends would have if they did a Indian remake. Have you seen that joke?
Oh god.
Bro, it'd be so funny.
Oh, it'd be funny to watch, definitely.
Yeah.
Just would it get past censors nowadays? Because everyone is a snowflake.
I mean,
Everyone is a snowflake.
everybody is like, yeah, I don't know. Full Metal Jacket though, Full Metal Jacket back in the day was like hilarious to watch, but I don't think anybody in this day and age would ever like think that humor would be appropriate. I don't know. Have you guys ever watched Full Metal Jacket?
No.
Never
I
even
can't
heard
remember
of Full
actually
Metal
watching it.
Jack.
It's a classic Vietnam movie. Oh my god, with Arlie Erming. Ooh, one of the best actors in that time, bro.
Mm. Oh, speaking of which, did you hear that the actor for Black Panther died of cancer?
Oh yeah,
Oh
my
yeah,
parents
I just
last
saw
night.
that. I just saw that this
Shame.
morning on Instagram. It was sad. There goes the hope of a sequel.
Yeah, they'll find a way.
They'll definitely.
They'll find a way.
They'll find a way. It's kind of like how they found a way to add Carrie Fisher in whatever.
In
I hope they don't do that though.
Yeah.
no, I hope they let him rest because
Just let him. Yeah.
if
I mean,
if they have another movie and his face is plastered all over, it's like they might as well just dig him up at that point.
yeah, man. Poor guy though.
Aye.
That's terrible. In my family, you either have some sort of cancer or you have diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
My dad's side, cancer. My mom's side, diabetes.
I've lost both my I lost both my nanas to cancer. One was a few years ago, and
Yeah.
one was at the start of this
When I
year.
was 11, I lost an uncle who I don't remember him, but apparently I knew, like, you know how it's like when you like have family members but you don't really remember them,
Yeah.
and apparently you met them like long ago or some shit, like when you're a kid. One of my uncles died from ass cancer. No, I'm not.
What a
I'm not
nasty way to
joking
go.
here. He like actually died from cancer in his ass.
Yeah.
That's like a thing. I didn't know that was a thing until
Neither did I.
a couple of years ago, bro. And then
What
after
a
that, like,
strange way of cancer.
after that, well, like my entire family went to go get colonoscopies and shit. And apparently,
that's
my
not-
dad could have had ass cancer too.
What kind of cancer do you have? Sorry.
Ass cancer.
Actually,
That's it. It's an actual thing. Look it up.
I don't want to because I have a feeling there's gonna be some
Yeah.
unsettling images.
Probably will be. I don't know. I don't
So your uncle died.
of ass cancer.
I doubt that's the actual term.
It's
but-
not. It's not the actual term, but that's basically explaining it.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think my grandma
That's
died of
great.
cancer too, but I don't remember.
It's a
I've
hell of
never
a way to
really
go.
had a relationship with any of my grandparents. Because the
It's just-
one side of my mom's mom that I do remember was just her having dementia the entire time.
It's bad for the people going through it, but in my opinion, it is worse for those who have to help
Have to
them.
like see it happen. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I feel like I'm happy that other people have relationships with their grandparents. Like I never had any of that. Then the only side of my grandpa I did, of my mom's dad that I did see was just him trying to take care of grandma. And I did hang out with my grandpa every once in a while, but it's the only kind of side I ever saw.
My nana, who passed away recently, well, this year. Well, I don't even know if you can still call it this year. but she died literally a few minutes after midnight, and it's a real shame because a few days prior I had to actually convince her to eat. She wasn't eating, wasn't doing anything. But the thing that broke my heart and my dad's was she was calling out for me dad, who hasn't lived with me for about 7 years now. And
That's sad there.
it was worse than my stepdad, who literally was living with us. It's like shouting out my dad's name instead of his, who's been taking care of her for ages. Just crazy.
Yeah, it's frozen.
What? Yeah, I feel bad for people, because I understand. I feel bad for people who have relationships with their grandparents like that. Back to, we should change to a lighter topic before we all start break out and crying.
Yeah. I was about to say the same thing, honestly.
Holy fuck, was that dark?
That got a little dark there.
That got dark super fast.
I don't know if
Holy
I'd say
shit.
fast, but it sure got dark.
Oh no, bro! It got. We started talking about something, and then it just turned into
There
like,
we go.
everybody talking about it. Yeah.
Let's give him one hell of a podcast.
Oh, bro, it's sad that nobody will ever make it this far. I don't know. There's probably like that one or two viewers who rewatched the whole thing, but I feel like our watch time would be like a couple seconds. We're not the most entertaining people on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And we've really only talked about COD, grandparents, and TV shows for like the entirety of this thing.
Of this one, yeah.
Yeah, this one. The other ones we just talk about random topics, and there's that awkward silence in between.
Yeah. At least we're keeping up with affairs that are going on nowadays, though, aren't we? COD, TV shows. Hell, games and TV shows are probably what most people are doing who have been furloughed or.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, though, I'm going back to college in literally 5 days, I think.
Have fun. Tuesday, me and Sam, I am gonna do school, but since we're smart people and we have sensible parents, we get to do the remote learning.
Hopefully sensible.
What?
Sometimes sensible and hopefully sensible.
Most times sensible. Shit, I gotta go take a piss again. Give me a sec.
In all fairness, with my college, it's all it's above people who are the age 16, so it's not like we're all just gonna go up and start hugging each other, spreading it around. But that's why I think school shouldn't go back yet, because it's all young kids, isn't it? It is all mostly young kids anyway. But let schools go back this early. It's insane, to say the least. There's no way in hell they're going to stay that 2 feet apart. You guys get what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright. God damn it.
So,
Oh. Keep getting... Oh, I'm playing Empire at War because I kind of just had the mindset of me wanting to kill a bunch of clones. And because I wanted my game to break. I love breaking this game. Especially in Clone Wars mod, it's so easy to break
it's so
the game.
easy.
It's so easy. The FPS drops like whenever you start deploying your units on a planet. Yeah, very easy and very fun.
Well, I don't suppose it'd be difficult to break games. Especially not now, anyway.
Breaking stuff is pretty easy nowadays.
Well, this
You know
game
what's
is
really
also,
easy?
like,
Hacking
almost...
old Nintendo consoles. I have a hacked Wii and a hacked 3DS.
Nice.
It's fun.
Did
They're fun to
anybody
use.
actually buy the Wii U?
No?
One of
none of my
7
family
Wii
did.
U owners here. We are not proud of it.
I have a Wii U, but I only have it for Pikmin.
I'll tell you why I bought this Wii U. It's gonna be the dumbest sounding thing you've ever heard. They stopped making Lego games for the Wii, so I convinced my parents to buy me a Wii U.
Wii U, Wii U, Wii
I'm
U.
being completely serious. That's the only reason I have a Wii U, is because they stopped making Lego games for the...
For the Wii.
Oh. It's always your choice and your money. Just, yeah.
Well, I have mine for Pikmin, and because one of my buddies were like in love with Pikmin.
Oh, I've never... You know they're remaking Pikmin 3 for the Switch, right?
I'm happy I have a Switch too. Ooh boy.
Yes,
I
Switch
bought an
might be
Xbox,
the
a PlayStation, and a PC. I don't need another
console.
console. What's the best console? Ooh, that's gonna be controversial.
I like Switch. I mean, when it comes to the two, the two ones that are basically the same console, just with different names, PlayStation, Xbox. I like PlayStation more, but that's just me.
I've had an Xbox all my life, so I have to go Xbox.
I understand
Yeah,
a lot
Sam,
of people like.
I've
I
had
like
Xbox.
Xbox.
I couldn't. I wanted a reason to get it, like PlayStation, but the only good reason I could muster up was Spider-Man game.
Oh, Spider-Man's so good.
That really wasn't a reason for me.
I do
yeah,
have a-
here's the
I
thing.
do
When
have
I
a
was younger, I
PlayStation,
was a
but-
Nintendo kid. I played Nintendo games.
I
So
feel like everybody when they were younger was probably
when it came time to choose Xbox or PlayStation, I looked at what the exclusives were, and I saw there were none for Xbox and a ton for PlayStation. So I was like, "Yeah, I think I'll take the PlayStation, please. Thank you." Also, I had a PS3 for like 10 months. That's a stupid and dumb and convoluted story.
Yeah, one of my buddies is like big. He has like a hard on for fucking PlayStations.
I mean, I love Sony. I love Sony consoles.
This is our last stand. Fucking kill him.
Oh, what you playing?
I'm playing Empire War.
Oh god.
My main fleet is like being destroyed by the Republic. So, and you're not even doing anything. They're turning around. Why are you turning? Just shoot that guy. You don't need to turn around and shoot the other guy. Shoot the guy that's in front of you. What the fuck, game? The AI is so broken.
Yeah, speaking of another game that's broken, Wastelanders 3, game that came out literally yesterday, I think. If you ever go into a shop, you need to be very careful. Because it breaks so often. I've literally went into the shop later to buy some shotgun shells. My game's crashed.
It sounds like if you're playing like Fallout 4 with a shit ton of mods.
Oh yeah, I know. Alright, let me see if let's go down to city, and everything spawns in that city. It's so dumb.
Spawns and you die. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. I used to use the Deadly Wasteland mod, but then every time I used to go into the city, it'd start lagging so much, to the point where I didn't want it on anymore, so I could actually do things inside the city. It was crazy.
Hey, my fleet's doing something. And by something, I mean they're somewhat killing guys.
Are you playing the CIS or?
I'm playing
Empire?
CIS. I've played Republic so much.
Random Halo question. Opinions on the weird OST police banner debacle?
OST Police Banner?
No, Halo PC, Halo 3 on PC. The whole police banner thing.
I've never seen that.
Do you know what I'm talking about or no?
No.
No.
So basically, there's an MCC banner, like a player card, and it's like police sirens, and they removed it from the game.
Because
Why do you think?
I don't actually know.
What has happened the last, like, 2 months in this country, man?
Some guy got stepped
everything.
on, and now everybody's killing each other.
Yeah,
In
so
all
basically
fairness,
they removed it.
it's
I
making
honestly
it worse,
don't
everyone's
care
talking
that
about
they
it.
removed it. Some people are, like, actively mad that they removed it. It's a very weird situation. It's a
Yeah.
very, very weird
The
situation.
entire situation, Morgan Freeman's got the best words. He said
Like,
in an
it's
interview,
terrible.
Well,
It
somebody
is
asked him
absolutely horrible.
what his
But, like,
opinion was
people
on
are calling for
racism.
unrelated stuff, like
Yeah.
removing police representation in certain games. Like, that won't do anything. That doesn't mean anything. It, like, I don't understand why. It doesn't mean anything. It's
if
just
everyone's going to keep going, the police force is just going to end up disbanding,
Yeah,
and then there's just going to be crime everywhere.
Yeah, and then they're gonna call for the fucking police back, and the same shit's gonna keep cycling
And then
over.
I
it's
don't-
not going to happen.
I don't think the police are going to be disbanded. It's just, they got to stop being racist.
Well, no, the police. It's not the police that are racist. It's some that if you defund the police, there's less competent cops. So that
Oh yeah,
doesn't
there's
make sense.
no. It's not the
Now
entire
that they're
police force.
defunding the
Most
police
of the
and
police
shit.
force is completely against what's
Yeah, most
all
of the
the
police
racist stuff.
are against
The issue is
it.
that there are enough people who are doing terrible, horrible things that it's gotten the country riled up, which I think is completely justified.
But for every bad cop, there's 10 good cops.
Yeah.
But what's problem with the defund the whole police thing is that if you defund the police, there's gonna be more shootings. There's gonna be more because they won't have the training they won't have the training to really identify what's gonna happen in a situation.
I don't think it's happening as bad in England, sorry.
Well,
But I know it's going to hell in America.
yeah, in America we're fucked.
Isn't there still riots going on?
Yeah, and like, I think almost every state. I think there's like, or maybe like 2 states. I don't remember.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, a lot of people are. Well, there's a lot of peaceful protests, which I'm all for. You have the right to protest peacefully, but as soon as it gets into the riot.
Well, there aren't a lot of riots. It's just that's what the news covers. That's the issue.
Well, no, but it's not the point of like. They're rioting for the right reason.
There were like there weren't that many riots. The news is just the worst possible thing.
Well, no, there's not that many riots, and I think they're rioting for a good reason, but they're making the Black Lives Matter
they're making themselves
whole thing,
look bad. That's the only issue. They got to stop rioting for their own good.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of I went to a protest. It was a good thing. It was just like a couple people on the street. It was a small protest. There were some people on the street. You had signs. We stood there for a couple of hours.
Dimwits who were protesting on the fucking highway, and some guy just like ran over a group of them.
I didn't hear about that. No.
I heard about that. I was like, yeah, why the fuck were you rioting on the fucking highway in the first place? What do you expect? If you're riding on a highway, do you expect not to get hit by a car? What is your thought? Oh, like, what's your before thought when you go to riot on a highway? Oh, yeah, this is a great idea. We should do that.
Sounds like you're just gonna get hit by a car.
Yeah.
It is crazy though. It's not a good situation.
I'm
but
all for
it's like
How about we actually change subjects now to something that isn't terrible?
I mean, the protest.
Because we just went from depression to the country is terrible right now.
Well,
So
I mean that's not. I think the fact that we just talked about. I don't think that's that depressing. I think that's actually good points to make and hammered down. But that's my opinion. You guys have different opinions because that's your rights. I think. I don't know. I'm not up to date on British rights.
Same.
Don't
I don't
you
know
guys
about.
have to have a
I
license
don't
to
know about
fucking have a
Brexit and
knife?
stuff.
No, we don't have to have a license to have a knife. We're allowed to have certain types, but machetes and stuff like that,
Oh,
that's just completely banned. But we do need licenses to own guns, like certain states in America.
I mean, you don't need a license to own a gun. You need a You need
Uh,
a license or like a document for you to conceal carry.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't need a license to buy. You need a license to carry it. But the license isn't exactly difficult to obtain.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally have never held a gun in my life.
You've never held a gun. That's sad.
No, I've never
I've held
held,
that
fired,
one.
anything like that. But
Bro, firing guns is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta say, I do enjoy using an air rifle because my family does own one. It's quite fun to use, but it's down to using it on like the right things, like targets, not wanting to use on a person.
Yeah.
Because use it on a person is completely different than using it on something.
A target. Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
if you're like in the military and you have to shoot someone who's trying to actively kill you, that takes some balls.
Yeah, it's joining the army is something I've thought about for a
Oh,
long time now.
I want to enlist. Because my entire if you look at my family history, most of us have enlisted in the military, and the military is such an intriguing thing for me.
Yeah, it's something
I'm
like
like-
that for me as well.
I'm like, yeah, I want to enlist as soon as I hit 17. I also kind of want an excuse to not do anything for a summer. So,
it's not like you're not doing anything.
well, no, you're going to basic training and the training for your MOS and shit. But I just want an excuse to just do something without my family. Because every summer it's the same thing. We go back and forth between New Hampshire and Connecticut, and it's just, after a while, it's kind of boring because there's literally nothing in New Hampshire besides for a lake that we can swim in. But it's the same thing in Connecticut, where I could just go out back and swim in our above ground pool. And I'm not, I haven't I haven't swam at all this year. I've been working and making money. That's the entirety of my year or summer. It's been working, making some money, buying games, fucking playing games with the boys. Yeah.
Hell, even over here, I've ended up getting a job so I can earn some money. Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't know. After when you hit a certain age and you start working, you kind of understand what your parents do. I work for my dad. He owns his own company. So some people view it as it's a chore that I have to do. I don't have to do it. I don't have to get up every morning and go to work with him. I can fully just sit at home and play games and sit on my ass.
What? What? Okay.
But what's the point of me just sitting on my ass? I'm not making money sitting on my ass.
I ended up getting a job because I was sick of staying in all the time because
Yeah.
it just annoyed me. I wasn't doing anything.
I also got a job so I can get away from my brother and sister. They're twins, so they fight all the time. Yeah, so
Well,
that's,
like I said, if it works, it works.
yeah,
Oh,
man. There's advantages for me having a job, and there's disadvantages of me having a job. I don't get paid a lot. I wish I
You have to work.
Well, yeah, I don't get paid a lot, but now that I have more qualifications to do other jobs, I should be paid more. I'm making the same shit I did earlier this year, but earlier this year, I didn't know how to fucking write up a work order or do inventory. Now I know how to do that shit, and I still don't have a fucking raise.
Mm,
I don't know. I'm making minimum wage. Maybe probably less than minimum wage. I'm not 1,000% sure.
that sounds like hell.
I'm
Honestly.
making $30 a day. I work 4 days a week, but I get be paid like I'm making like I work 5 days a week.
Jesus.
Not a lot of money, but it's not like I live on my own or anything. I don't know. I make good money for my age.
Oh hell yeah! I think anyone who works does.
Yeah, I think anybody who does work deserves the money that they make. And people who don't work don't deserve money. I mean, what? Unless you're like homeless and you really just like, if you're homeless and you had a job but you got fired for like the stupidest reason ever, like diversity. If you're qualified and you got fired for in the name of diversity, I think that's stupid as hell. Because I know I know that happens in the world. Like, your company wants women to have the same job, but they're not qualified for the job, and you're qualified for the job, and you get fired. I think that's stupid. Because what's a person going to do who's not qualified for a job that's going to get a job that they're not qualified for? What's the point of that?
Yeah, like, just what's the point of them having a job if they're not going to be able to do it?
Yeah. But I do support, like, don't twist my words and think that I'm not, like, I don't think that women can't do certain jobs. They can. Women can do anything a guy can do, but it's just like, if my point is that, like, if a guy gets fired that he's qualified for and a woman is not qualified for, I think that's stupid.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And I know somebody who's gonna watch that is like gonna twist my words and say that I'm sexist or some shit. Cause that's just how the internet is these days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get canceled, boys. Nah, I'm too small for anybody to really give a shit.
How are we gonna cancel us?
Strgull said this thing, cancel him. Yeah, cancel me, bitch, I dare you. Come at me and all my 55 subscribers. I've been doing this way too long to really care anymore, though. I don't know, have you ever done, like, YouTube or streaming?
I did a bit of YouTube when I was about 13, so about 4 or 5 years ago now. And it didn't really go anywhere. But
it's kind of how it is, like, in the younger stages. Like, I started when I was in, like, late 4th grade. Which was, like, 2015. That's when I started. I did cringy Lego content, then I deleted all that I deleted that channel. Like, everything on it is gone. It will never see the light of day, and I'm happy for that.
I'm not even gonna lie, I did the same thing when I heard about Corpbooks. It's like, I guarantee someone's gonna see this and take it as offensive, and I'm gonna get like, some sort of flag for it, and I'm gonna have to pay a ton.
Bro.
But something I didn't know about YouTube, if you like got a face cam on or something, and it thinks you're younger than a certain age, it will actually deactivate all comments.
Oh, yeah, that's like I think that's a choice now, though. Because I know it's like, is this kid-friendly? No, this is not kid-friendly. Since when have any content I've ever been involved with ever been kid-friendly?
Now, YouTube's family-friendly thing is dumb enough, because in my own... I hate to say it, but it is. But, literally, YouTube has a child-friendly platform.
Yes.
YouTube Kids.
So why the hell does everyone else need to be child-friendly?
Yeah. And the whole demonetization thing just baffles me. How
Like,
it's like...
the only time I think...
If you swear within the first 60 seconds, I think, you you get demonetized. So if you're monetized, you have to be good for the entire 60 seconds of the first video, or in the video, and after that you can do whatever you want.
But then, why the hell do they care about swearing if they have a kid-friendly channel? Like, they have a kid-friendly site. It's
Yeah, and you know
kinda
what
dumb.
makes me mad is that it's kind of like every other website that does this, and like they know how to monetize violence and shit like that. How come YouTube can't do that? They're a multi-million-dollar company, and they don't know how to monetize violence. That's kind of stupid. It's like if I decide to play COD, right? That could get demonetized just because of the game I'm playing.
Oh yeah, that's
That's what you
dumb.
mean.
Yeah, you don't know how to monetize Call of Duty, but you can monetize like a Lego Star Wars game, which still has some.
No, they can
sort of
monetize the
violence.
They can monetize the Elsa and Spider-Man stuff, but you can't monetize COD.
Yeah, it's like all those games, like every single game, have some form of violence, unless it's like a mobile game, because mobile games suck ass, and mobile games are kind of catered towards kids.
They are catered towards kids, not
Yeah.
kind of catered towards kids. They are.
Kinda, not all of them. Not all of them are catered towards kids. Most of them are though. Like Minecraft. Minecraft was catered towards kids back in the day, and now it's kind of like it still is catered towards kids, but you can kind of argue that it's more of an adult game now because
Yeah,
What,
as
Minecraft?
microtransactions.
Yeah.
I can't believe they end up putting microtransactions in Minecraft of all things.
Oh yeah, that was stupid.
I won't forgive you, Mojang. I won't forgive you. Or Microsoft. Does Microsoft own Minecraft now?
Yeah, Microsoft.
Yeah, I think Microsoft owns Minecraft now.
Fuck you, Notch.
Well, it is his fault, kind of.
It could be worse.
He sold it.
Yeah, Notch, you made like how much money off of it? Now you sold us out. You sold us out for more money. You fucking cuck. Yeah. You could say the same thing about Lucasfilms.
Yeah.
You sold us out, Lucas? Sold us out. You sold us just so you can make a couple more quick bucks. I'm kidding. I forgive Lucas, but the only thing I don't forgive is that they canceled Clone Wars.
Well, they did bring it back.
They did bring it back, but it was it was ass.
Not gonna deny that.
I can't
Not
confirm
gonna
nor
deny it.
how much I loved Clone Wars as a kid, but like when they brought it back, the hype was up there. I loved the first couple of episodes, and then there's like immediately to the end, the last arc, which the Rotez sisters or whatever the fuck they're called, that was the most boringest arc ever. Why would that ever be in a fucking
I understand
Clone
why
Wars?
they did it. I understand why they did it. It's like, oh yeah,
kind of the build
Here's-
up, but like
the
what?
build up, and it was for build up and to show what everyone thought of the Republic and
Yeah,
like everyone on Coruscant.
but like why? You couldn't add a couple more arcs? Like,
Yeah, I know. I'm
like
back a minute.
there's arcs that were in the unanimated version of season 7, or not fully animated, that were actually good, and you just cut those out just so you could do, oh yeah, here's an Axis arc and the whole fives, and Jesse is now an ARC trooper and kicks thing, and it's like boom, Order 66. That made me want to smash my head against my desk until I had a concussion. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way about the entire arc thing from Clone Wars. But let's not go back to that. Fuck, how much... We've been doing this for almost an hour and a half. You guys want to continue or just end it?
It's up to you.
I could talk all day, bro. I have nothing better to do with my life than just sit around and talk with a bunch of guys, but I don't want this to be too long.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent time already to finish the podcast, but
I mean,
yeah,
and I also don't want
I don't think a lot of people.
all of our stories
Yeah,
and shit, and then like we do the 2-hour long episode today, and it just like doesn't. And then we have like no topics next week to talk about. I don't want that to happen. Because I feel like after a while, you know how it's like you played a game for so long, or like you do like a 24-hour stream, and then you kind of just feel burnt out. That's kind of how that'll feel. Because I'm burnt out from the internet, and this is the only thing that I'm willing to do for now. But right now, I'm kind of just burnt out from doing YouTube after... Like, I did a 24-hour stream, like, last week. Last weekend. And I'm burnt the fuck out. I don't want to do anything else. I think I fell asleep, like, an hour before it was supposed to end. I don't remember anything. At least that's what my friend who I was doing it with said. He was like, yeah, it ended, and you, like, fell asleep at, like, 5 o'clock. And I was like, bruh. I had 1 hour left, and I fucking fell asleep. Doesn't matter. At least I was more prepared than I was during my first one. My first one sucked ass. Because it's kind of like with that for everything. If you do an all-nighter, then you kind of like, you're not prepared the first time, but then the second time, it's kind of like, yes, you must do this, this, and this, and you will be prepared. Yeah.
Oh god, it is just one of those things where you don't want to wear yourself out. But in my own opinion, it'd probably be a good idea to stop now, so that we don't exhaust things. And
I don't know. Hopefully by then, we'll get emailed. All right, there we go. I love it when that happens. How should we end it? I genuinely don't know how to end it. I've never really developed an outro, only an intro. That we've only really used a couple of times, to be honest.
Yeah.
I should probably write something down for the outro.
Well, if you've listened this far in, thanks for listening.
Like, subscribe.
Definitely.
Or else, we'll get a chicken dog, and the chicken dog will chase you with its doggy tail and its chicken feet. God fucking damn it. Chicken dog for the win. Like and subscribe, and we won't send our chicken dogs after you. I remember doing that once with Ringo. We did a similar outro and intro. But yeah.